This has got to be the ugliest scarecrow I've ever seen. Why would someone bring this into the studio?
To keep the crows away, Pamela.
Ryan, why are you wearing that scarecrow costume?
To keep the crows away. Because it's almost fall, which means it's time to...
Get out of that creepy costume and start the show?
Yep, that too. I'm not actually a scarecrow. I'm Ryan Willard.
And I'm Pamela Kirkland. It's Thursday, August 29th.
This is 10 things you need to know.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4, 3, 2,
1.
It's just about fall and pumpkin spice season is officially back. Starbucks fall menu returned to stores across the United States on Thursday, August 22nd. This is the earliest date that the drink has returned to stores. Fall doesn't officially start for another month, but Starbucks is doing anything but pumping the brakes. Drink options include the pumpkin spice latte, iced pumpkin cream chai, and iced caramel apple cream latte. But even if you're not thirsty, you can still have a taste of the fall with sweet treats like a raccoon cake pop or a pumpkin cream cheese muffin. That ain't muffin to sneeze at, unless you have fall allergies, which I chew.
Speaking of Starbucks, the world's largest coffee chain is getting a manager makeover as they're set to bring on a new CEO. Brian Niccol will be joining Starbucks next month, but he's already getting some attention because of his location. Starbucks headquarters is located in Seattle, Washington, but Niccol lives over 1,000 miles away in Newport Beach, California. Rather than relocating, Mr. Niccol will super commute from California to Seattle 3 days a week to follow the company's hybrid work policy. This has led to some Starbucks fans to question the company's climate initiative that recently promised to reduce its carbon, water, and waste footprints in half by 2030.
Now, onto the wide world of sports. Caitlin Clark continues making big moves on the basketball court. With 232 assists in the season so far, Clark has broken the WNBA rookie assists record of 224, previously held by Tisha Penicheiro in 1998. Since Clark was selected as the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 draft, she has scored at least 20 points in 5 of her last 6 games. Talk about a baller rookie year.
Speaking of impressive young athletes, the Little League World Series wrapped up last Sunday, August 25th. Kids aged 9 to 13 around the world played on teams, starting with regional tournaments and leading up to this big World Series held in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. This year, Lake Mary, Florida took home the win in a final match against Taiwan. The score was 1-0 for Taiwan until Florida's last at bat. Florida didn't back down, winning 2-1 and was rewarded the come-from-behind win.
Moving from sports to the big screen, we got to talk about how Miley Cyrus is now the youngest Disney legend. The Disney Legends Award is the highest honor the company bestows. According to Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, it's a celebration of talent, a recognition of achievement, and above all, a sincere expression of Disney's deep gratitude. Miley Cyrus debuted as Hannah Montana in 2005. Wait, I can say that now, right? The cat's out of the bag?
Yep.
Great. Okay, so Miley, Hannah Montana Cyrus, accepted the honor as a Disney legend 19 years later at the D23 Fan Expo. Cyrus was honored alongside other notable Disney legends like Jamie Lee Curtis from Freaky Friday and Harrison Ford from Star Wars. Who said Miley can't have the best of both worlds?
Before our next thing you need to know, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to go to space.
Hey Tenners, I've decided to use this space to say whatever I want. Skibbity, 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 shamalaba ding dong, whoop whoop. Oh, also, have you ever heard of the show The Simpsons? Well, we are gonna have Yardley Smith, who is the voice of Lisa Simpson, on the show. So we were wondering, do you have any questions you wanna ask Yardley Smith? Or do you have any Simpsons character impersonations you wanna do that will play for Yardley Smith? Either way, we'll take your questions or your impersonations if you call 877-TENNEWS and leave us a voice message. We might just have you on the show. Okay, back to the show now.
Now that we're back, it's time to get out
Of
this. Did you happen to catch a glimpse of the blue supermoon? I did. The rare cosmic event happened on August 19th as a supermoon and seasonal blue moon took over the sky at the same time. A supermoon is not a moon with superpowers, unless you count looking really awesome as a power. A supermoon is when the moon's orbit brings it closer to Earth than normal, so the moon looks extra big and bright. If you saw the phenomenon and are wondering why it wasn't actually blue, that's because blue moon is not actually a description of color, but a term for 2 full moons in a month, or the 3rd full moon in a season with 4, according to space.com. We'll be able to see the next super blue moon on January 31st, 2037. So we've got plenty of time to make snacks.
Back on Earth, it's time to talk about
Weather.
Mother Nature can be pretty cool, but she can also be kind of scary. I'm talking almost as scary as butterflies. Severe thunderstorms and rain swept across parts of the mid-Atlantic and Northeast, causing catastrophic flooding. Several water rescues were performed as roads turned into rivers, causing fast-rising waters and cars to become completely submerged. Parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey experienced historic rainfall, reaching the equivalent of a 1,000-year rainfall event, meaning this weather has about a 1 in 1,000 chance of occurring in any given year. We hope for a speedy recovery for everyone affected by the flooding.
Up next, a man is turning a piece of Wasilla, South Central Alaska into a private aviation wonderland. Guests can visit Fly 8MA Pilot Lodge for a scenic flight tour, a flight lesson, or even get their pilot training. But the most unique experience might be the stay. Fly 8MA founder John Kotwicki is flipping jet planes into cool houses.
Flipping jet planes? He must be really strong.
No, Ryan. Flipping in this case means he's turning the planes into houses. Guests can book a stay in a U.S.-built 1950s DC-6, a plane that previously flew freight and fuel to remote villages around Alaska. It's been turned into a 2-bed, 1-bath sanctuary with a fire pit on the wing deck for $448 a night on Airbnb. He also has a DC-9 plane that can host 7 guests and has features like heated floors, a sauna, and a hot tub. His next project is turning a Boeing 727 into a lodge space for guests to hang out.
A stay in a repurposed jet plane might be a little expensive, even if you're really good at saving your allowance, but you know what else is expensive right now? Gold. Gold bars are worth $1 million for the first time ever after the precious metal's price surpassed $2,500 per troy ounce, an all-time high in mid-August. A troy ounce is a fancy unit of measurement used to weigh precious metals like gold, silver, and platinum. And since gold bars typically weigh about 400 ounces, that would make each one worth more than $1 million. That is a lot of moolah. And for the 10th thing you need to know, let's kick it to Trivia Master Owen.
What is going on here?
Trivia on the 10.
For today's trivia, let's talk a little bit more about how awesome kids are. Which of the following incredible ideas was invented by a kid? A. A liquid plastic welding compound that's 50 times stronger than glue. B. A device designed to loosen phlegm in your chest that helps you breathe and can increase your lung capacity. C. A bar of soap that can help treat skin cancer. Or D. The most amazing vehicle ever, the Owenmobile. Alright, tenors, did you guess it? The answer is C. Surprisingly not D. A bar of soap that can help treat skin cancer. Heyman Backel, a 15-year-old from Annandale, Virginia, created a soap that could change how we treat skin cancer, making him Time's 2024 Kid of the Year. Well deserved, considering that a sudsy creation could be a more accessible way to deliver medication to treat skin cancers, like melanoma. Pretty awesome. Thank you, and Owen out.
And that was 10 things you need to know. Okay, Ryan, now will you please put that scarecrow costume away?
Okay, but only if I can call you Pumpkin Spice Latte.
Fine, you can call me that for 9 minutes after we give 10 new snaps to one of our listeners.
But before that, here's a quick note for the grown-ups. It's time for 10 new snaps.
A tenor whose handle is a bunch of letters. Hi, I love the podcast, 10 out of 10. I asked, thank you for letting me know that back the air, yeah, B-Day, and then left a bunch of butterflies for you, Rye.
Thank you, unidentified tenor. I appreciate the first half of your review, and I certainly don't understand why you leave blah, blah, blah emojis in the review, but thank you for saying hi. And FYI, 10 Things You Need to Know drops on Thursdays, and our deep dive episodes drop once a month. If you want some bonus content, you can join the Tenors Club on our website. And to our grown-ups, if you want to help support the 10 News, you can make a tax-deductible donation at the link in our show notes. The whole team thanks you for your support.
The 10 News is a co-production of Small But Mighty Media and Next Chapter Podcasts and part of the Airwave Podcast Network.
The 10 News creative team is going to call my co-host Pumpkin Spice Latte for the next 7 minutes and includes Tracy Crooks, Adam Bambino Bernard, Kyle Murdoch, Heba Gouda, and Carson Potter. Big thanks to Owen for contributing to this episode.
Our production director is Jeremiah Tittle, and our executive producers are Donald Albright and show creator Tracy Leeds Kaplan. I'm Pamela Kirkland.
I still have 5 minutes left to call her Pumpkin Spice Latte, and I'm Ryan Willard. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.